Planted, is that a word? Relocated? Valentine's Day advice, Billy Boy. Dearest Billiam, I know this is last minute. I had a question about Valentine's Day. I am a single guy in my mid-20s. Rejoice. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a single guy in your mid-20s and you live in America and you're living on your own, please drop to your knees and thank whatever God you pray to every day, because you're never going to be freer in your life. I know you probably got student loans and blah, 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 the stress and all that bullshit. Fuck that. Okay? You're never going to be freer in your life. Go get 3 years' supplies of condoms, okay? And bang away, my friend. Maybe you don't need to do it for 3 years. Maybe you're one of those guys for only 3 weeks, but you need to get it out of your system. All right. He says, I never really had a girlfriend for whatever reason. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. We're going the whole other way. Truth be told, my friends could name numerous reasons why I don't have a girlfriend, but that's an entirely different issue. Well, Jesus Christ, there's a fucking can of worms. You don't seem defensive or argumentative, so I don't know if it's an anger issue. Look, I'm so sick of trying to be fucking Hannibal Lecter here, trying to guess what your shoes look like with the way you write, you know? All right, I'm just going to read the rest of this shit. As of right now, I am currently sleeping with 3 girls off. Oh, so you're knocking it out. I thought you, never had a girlfriend, and you, never banged anybody. All right, my fault. All right. Dude, go fuck yourself. You're a guy in your mid-20s and you're fucking 3 girls right now, and you need advice? Keep doing what you're doing. Anyways, depending on what day of the week it is and how much I've drank. Okay, that depends on how many girls he's banging. I've never lied to any of them about where our relationship is going, and although they never met each other, each of them has an idea that I'm seeing other girls. It's kind of a don't ask, don't tell policy. Yeah, dude, and you got to come with that. You can open with that. What are you doing? I'm dating. I'm playing the field. How many people are you dating right now? A couple of people I'm kind of seeing. Just having a good time. Well, I don't do stuff like that. Well, there's the door, sweetheart. Then they'll respect that, the honesty of that. Some won't. Some will actually have self-esteem and walked out. But a lot of them, they'll hang around. Eventually, they'll get tired. Their neck gets weak, and they'll fall right in your fucking dick. Birthdays and Christmas are always a piece of cake because all that requires is a quick text or a phone call, or at the very most, drinks at the bar. But Valentine's Day is tricky. Our dates consist of bar hopping and drunk sex, so flowers and a nice dinner would completely send the wrong message. Dude, you selfish cunt. Are you asking me how to keep banging these 3 chicks while getting through Valentine's Day? Why don't you just look at the Valentine's Day like that's your pussy-getting all-star break? Just take 3 days off, the day before, the day after, and the day of. Just say, hey, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? I'm going to be, Jesus, where are you going to be? I don't even have a good one for that one. All right, you know what? I just put myself in your shoes, and I understand your problem now. He said, I got into a little bit of trouble last year when one of the girls texted me and said, every girl likes flowers on Valentine's Day. He said, I knew my response couldn't be, yeah, but if I get you flowers, then I have to get flowers for all the other girls. So I just pushed out and responded, yeah, well. Oh, dude, you shouldn't have responded at all. Every girl likes to get flowers on Valentine's Day. Isn't that funny? And that has nothing to do with most likely her having any sort of feelings towards you. It's just the bitch next to her in the other cubicle probably got some, or the girl in her fucking whatever the fuck you want to call it. Some guy broke my balls this week. It was fucking hilarious. He was trashing me. Say I come off as a pompous ass because I always talk about anybody who doesn't do comedy works in a cubicle. And for some reason he decided to take that seriously and tell me that he actually works at the UN and travels all around the world. If that's actually true, sir, why don't you just get on with doing that? You work at the UN and you travel all over the world. Why would you give a fuck what some absolute jackass is saying on a fucking podcast? How insecure are you? Your insecurity is probably a great thing because that's probably the thing that drove you to be at the UN where you travel all around the world. You know what, sir? Good for you. That's awesome. I hope working at the UN and traveling all around the world fills you up some point, where it fills you up high enough where you don't have to respond to a silly joke on some dumbass podcast. I travel all around the world. You know what? That's actually a great fucking job. Do you feel like you get anything done? You know? Do you sit there wearing that headpiece next to that guy who's wearing the water buffalo hat? Doing that shit, and you're sitting there trying to talk to him about how you can sell your Ritz crackers to their country? Is that what you're doing? When you're traveling all around the world. I travel all around the world. I can just see you on the plane with your fucking dress socks on, you haberdash cunt. Oh, just sitting there. Ooh, what movies am I going to watch on this flight as I travel all around the world? Anyways, you know something, sir? You had the James Bond job, and then you played yourself. I don't know why you did that. Why would you fucking... That's like me responding to people on Twitter. Why would I do it? I should pretend like I have better things to do. Anyways, I want to keep seeing all these girls. Back to this guy. But at the same time, I don't want any broken hearts on Valentine's Day. Oh, dude, you know what? I don't understand. What is your problem here? Dude, are you like a Gemini? It's like you're this fucking lady killer, and then also you're kind of like, I don't want to hurt anybody. Should I get her some jams? I can't even... I went talk to the fucking UN guy. What the hell was going on here again? Valentine's Day, got a little trouble last year. Well, listen, you're anticipating trouble. Didn't you learn anything from last year? You know, every girl likes flowers on Valentine's Day. What would I write back? I know what my response would be the second I read that. If it was just some girl I was banging and then they wrote that, I would get this awful feeling in my stomach. And I would read it, and as I got that awful feeling, I'd go, yeesh. I'd make that noise. You know that thing, like when you're just banging a girl, and then all of a sudden she just fucking makes that comment? You know? You think she's on the same page as you, and she just makes that comment. I was thinking about you today. You just feel that feeling in your stomach. Ugh. Oh, yeah? Well, don't. That's the fucking worst. You got to be one and done. But one and done is scary. You just got to be honest. I don't know. If some girls, what would I say? Every girl likes flowers on Valentine's Day. What would I text back? Yeah, that's what I heard. You know what? I shouldn't give you shit. I don't have a good response to that. Well, maybe someday you'll meet a guy who wants to give you some. You want to get drunk and fuck? Yeah, I got nothing. And you can't ignore it. You know what I would have done? I would have ignored the text and I would have called her. But a good 3 hours later, 3 hours later, that's a good one. You call her. You ignore that text and then you call her. And she goes, hello. And you're like, hey, what's going on? What are you doing tonight? I got no plans. Valentine's Day. What are you doing? And you just start it with that. And then well, what do you want to do? And she'll be seeing if you're going to take it in some romantic, direction, and you don't. You just keep it in the fuck buddy. Well, I figure we go down to Meat Hammers, or whatever the fuck you call it. We go down to take it in the face, have a couple pitchers of beer, and see what happens. Dude, you know what? It seems to me you're not just fucking these girls. You're actually having like these mini relationships with them. The key to having a fuck buddy is the time between fucking them. And I don't give a shit how much a woman says that she can handle it. Most of them can't. If you're fucking coming over there and just eventually they're going to get feelings. I don't know if they're more mature or if it's a defect. It's just, I just respect the fact that that's how they're wired. So if you have a fuck buddy, okay, let's just do the math. Okay, now February is a very short month here. So let's just say right out of the gate, you fuck her on February 2nd. All right? You shouldn't come around again till at least the 17th. And Grant, you fuck and you leave. F&L. You fuck them and then you leave. You don't bang her on the 2nd. You bang her on the 2nd and then you bang her on the 7th. You're in a fucking relationship in their world. You know? Unless you literally, the second you have an orgasm, as you're coming, you're scooping up your clothes and you walk out like half naked. Then you're just bizarre. Which is another good way to keep them at bay. And why don't I just read the rest of this and see what his question is here. He says, I want to keep seeing all these girls, but at the same time, I don't want any broken hearts on Valentine's Day. Yeah, you want to keep fucking all of them. No, dude, what you have to have a revolving door. You have to have a stable of women if you're going to live this life. Or you have to give in to fucking rubbing one out. All right? But you can't be a relationship guy with 3 different women because you are going to end up hurting them. So what you have to constantly be doing, you got to be like a college coach. All right? Every year you lose some top prospects, but you're out there recruiting. Okay? So you maintain. But it's never ending. It's fucking exhausting. But if that's the game you want to play, that's what you have to do. So that girl who says, every girl likes flowers on Valentine's Day, right there you put her on waivers. Okay? For a fucking piece of ass to be named later. You got to get rid of her. Okay? And you got to go back and analyze what the fuck you did wrong that she felt it was okay for her to text you. Because you fucked up. That right there shows that you fucked up. That she felt that she could send that to you if you think you're just fuck buddies. All right? So anyways, he continues. He says, I know that, like it or not, this shit is important to women. If I take one girl out, I'm playing favorites and setting a bad precedent. Plus, if she does that check-in shit on Facebook, I'm completely fucked. Yeah, dude, you're doing dirtbag shit. If you're a single guy and something could happen that fucks you on Facebook, you're leading these girls on. Anyways, he says, if I take none of them out or do nothing, I have 3 irritable ladies on my hand. Dude, are you going to marry any of them? No. Well, then let them go. Why don't you have the balls to do that? When a team halfway through the season just realized, dude, we ain't winning this shit. Just pull a fucking Marlins. Just get rid of everybody. And then your fan base is your dick. And he's going to be pissed for a while. But then you build it back up again. Build it back up again. I don't know. Look, dude, if you want to be in a fucking relationship, there's other ways about going about it than doing this. But you're trying to have your cake and eat it. Dude, you got 3 women right now. You're banging 3 different women. Where's your confidence? You know what you're doing. All right? Dump 2, keep 1 at bay, and then get 2 more. Then dump the other one and get the other one. You don't even dump them. You just phase them out. Phase them out. But the new recruits that you get in, you got to be straight up honest with them. Unless you actually feel feelings. If you're feeling no feelings, don't keep coming back fucking them unless, you get that 15-day. You fuck them on the 2nd, you fuck them on the 17th. Then you're into March, and then bang her on like the 11th. All right? And even then, they can't catch feelings doing that. But before you know it, that's like 14, 15 days out of the year taken up where you got to bang somebody. This really should be eye-opening to women that I'm actually saying. This is really awful now that I'm speaking this out loud. He says, in a perfect world, I'll take all of them out at once and have the foursome I've been chasing after my entire life, but we don't always get what we want. Any advice from the lovely Nia would be much appreciated as well. Love the podcast. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, she probably wouldn't have been as understanding as I was, even though I gave you a lot of shit. Anyways, that's the podcast for this week, everybody. I don't have anything. I'm fucking tapped out. I'm tapped out. I spent fucking 3 days under a truck. not really doing anything. Just watching Titus do the whole fucking thing. Anyways, thanks to Christopher Titus for helping me with the brakes on my truck. Thanks to everybody who's been continuing to download my special, which is tremendous. And if you want to help out somebody or just check out something great, please check out Sound City, the new Dave Grohl documentary. I cannot recommend it highly enough. It's $12 off his website. Money well spent. And when that fucker comes out on DVD, I'm going to buy it. I like having the gold behind my money. I don't like downloading shit and then just,